podcast dedicated to the lore, legends, and myths surrounding the creatures that may lurk in your backyard. My name's Hewitt.
I'm Chris. How you doing, man?
I am doing okay. I am currently enlarging the size of the font on this document to 170%.
Because it got really small on you?
Because since my computer's connected to my work account and they've made it default to have 2 pages on screen, not just one.
Oh, I hate that. I hate the 2 pages thing.
Also, I need to probably go get my eyes checked. I am 41 years old and I might need glasses.
I might need glasses. I do need glasses. I actually know I need glasses, but I came over here. I was like, I feel bad because I didn't really have anything to do, present this time around. So I decided to get you a beer and get some decent beer.
To be fair, we're upping our recording schedule because next week I will be in Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Dude, just listen to my June. First world problem, I know. But Monday I leave and go to the conference in New Orleans. Trip and I are going to leave at 8 because we're rooming together as the only 2 dudes on the trip from our school. We get the joy of sharing a room. My brother-in-law was going to go, and they were like, "We're going to stick you in the same room." I'm like, "You're going to stick 3 of us in a room." Somebody on a rollaway cot, but that's nearly 1,000 pounds worth of big fat boys all in
just one room.
One room.
Well, to be fair, Trip has.
He's lost. I am impressed. He has lost almost 100 pounds.
Jesus, that's a feat.
It is. I'm not sure, the way, and Trip, if you're listening to this, it worked for you, man. I don't think it would work for me. He's done fasting.
Intermittent fasting, the best way to look at that is not as fasting itself, but as a schedule. I mean, because that's technically what it is.
I like that term a little bit better, but the way he did kind of an extreme one, but he had gotten, he made me look skinny, and if anybody has ever seen TikToks, I'm not.
Yeah.
Thanks for agreeing. Anyway, so he and I are going to do that. And then Thursday we come back, and Friday at 5 a.m. or maybe even earlier. We're trying to get on the road at 5. So I'm going to be driving to Indiana because my brother-in-law graduated from Notre Dame.
Nice.
Got his master's in business.
I have, you know what? I made a face when he said business. And I shouldn't do that.
I think it's business analytics might be the actual full thing. So it's not like a general business thing. He has an interview or had an interview with Notre Dame to work in their endowment program as a analyst and accountant.
That's cool.
That's a job that you kind of keep. That would mean he's starting off making more than I make now.
Right.
Which would be amazing for him.
Especially with the student loans right now.
He doesn't have any because my mother-in-law works for Notre Dame at their sandwich shop. And if you're an employee of Notre Dame, your kids can go to Holy Cross and Notre Dame for free.
I think that's some bullshit.
And he had a scholarship to live on campus. So,
it's not bullshit in the way that oh, he got a free ride. It's the bullshit in the way that's we really can just...
We could make it free. We could 100%.
We could make this affordable and easy to get. We're getting on a soapbox. You have beer in front of me.
Okay.
This?
Well, before we get to that, let me finish. So then, I get back that Wednesday or Thursday. It highly depends on if the Freya lets us do a straight shot back, and also when I leave coming back, because I'm saying we need to leave around the same time that Wednesday to come back down. But I know we're going to be leaving later than that because they don't like saying goodbye.
You get the long or the.
It's not the long goodbye. So they're going to probably try to talk us into staying till Thursday because they don't get to see the kids or Emily.
Okay.
I'm just the transference method.
You're just
peasant. Bring us our family. No,
with you.
It's not that bad. But then Friday we do the next brouhaha. We record the brouhaha. They'll air in July. Then Saturday is Vincent's birthday party.
That's a lot.
And then Sunday, we're going to probably need to record this again because that'll put us at 2 weeks from today's recording.
God.
And then Monday, I start leap remediation. I was voluntold. I was not asked. I was voluntold that
they're just like, you're doing this.
Yeah, but I'm getting paid, so I'm not, like, I had to clarify the dates. Like, they thought I was getting mad. I'm like, no, I'm literally asking you, when are these dates? Because I can tell you yes, or I can tell you no. I just need to know the dates. I'll miss one day because I got to take Vincent on the 17th of June to his doctor's appointment.
Down in Baton Rouge?
Down in Baton Rouge, and then drive from Baton Rouge to Vicksburg to drop him off with my mother, because then they're going to go to Branson for a week with him. And then I get 2 weeks. I get a week in June, the last week of June, because I'm not going to do leap testing again. And then I get 4th of July week, which we have our 4th of July bring your own pool party, which is still excited about. We might kidnap Frecky and Moose.
They're apparently coming up.
I have not been informed of anything. No one responds to my messages on Discord. I think everybody's like, mute this asshole.
Well, to be fair, like, Moose has been busy.
I know Moose. Moose is always busy. Yeah. Moose is also not social.
Moose is also just like, he's apparently been done with what they've been doing, but I'm not going to get into that.
No, that's not our place to.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks pass, and then I'm in Atlanta. The third week of July, I'm in Atlanta for training with only my principal, who is disappointed in me right now, is how she put it. And then the week after that, I'm doing curriculum. And then August 3rd, I'm back at work. I have 3 weeks of summer.
That's a lot.
I do get compensated for all the work days. Like, I'll get $10 an hour for leap remediation, and then I'll get $30, $40 an hour for curriculum.
I mean, that's at least something good.
It's something, but it's one of those of like, I intended to do
a lot more this summer.
I intended to not do anything this summer with work. I was going to completely disconnect and recharge, because I am burned out heavy this year.
And then they're like, hey, you're burned out? You want to be extra burned out?
But paid?
It's like, I guess.
Okay, you said paid. Paid's in there. But okay, so as you mentioned earlier, we have beer. And it does tie into our story. Right now, the beer we're looking at is the Quick in the Red from Huckleberry Brewing in Alexandria, Louisiana. This is, I found this at Tenori's. This is brand new. Like, this is a brand new brewery that is just now canning, which gives us a reason to go, possibly, I haven't drank it yet, but it might give us a reason to go down to Alexandria.
And the thing is, it's like, the thing that interests me is the fact that it's a red and it's a blonde that you got, which I like both reds and blondes. That came out very weird. That's not what I mean. I mean beer.
This is okay, but it's got more of a coffee note than I'm used to with reds.
Oh, yeah.
Not enough to, like, make it something I don't like, but
it has a sweeter back end. Yeah. I'm wondering if that's intentional or not.
Mm-hmm. A couple other reds we've had are like this. It's just that my favorite red is still Killian's. As mass-produced garbage as it is, it's still my favorite red.
Shit, I saw Ziegenbach at the store.
It's been popping up more. I've also seen Shiner Premium and Youngling Premium popping up sporadically, but not in the giant, like, $10 case.
Yeah.
That was such a good find. But you know what I haven't seen on the shelves, mentioning the blonde? I haven't seen Burma Blonde. I haven't seen Flying Tiger in cans in town, but I found it in cans outside of Monroe.
I'm wondering if they're having a shortage.
I don't think it's a shortage. I'm wondering if they're not getting carried by Marsala, which is the business that stocks all of our grocers and stuff.
That would be wild. But I would assume they would have I would assume they would have like a local distributor they didn't have to go through Marsala for.
Well, Marsala is our local distributor.
Oh, well.
It's the only distributor I know in town. But like I said, I found it.
I know there was Choice Beverages at one point, right? Or did they go out of business?
Where's Choice Beverages?
That's the other, like, they're like Marsala. They do all the...
I'm not sure where that is, but you might be right.
Like, it is...
I also just want to blame everything on Monson Coors.
Yeah. But
this is nice.
a solid beer. I like it. But yeah, you said this was tying into what we're talking about today.
Yeah, this beer comes from Alexandria, Louisiana, and the story that I got for you, the location, is the Hotel Bentley at 200 DeSoto Street, Alexandria, Louisiana, 71301.
This is our first time in Alexandria, isn't it?
Nope, Lloyd Plantation is just a little bit out. I have a book coming in as well, because I have one about Baton Rouge.
I thought you were saying I have a book coming out about this exact subject.
No. I got a book about Baton Rouge that I've used for stuff, but I haven't really finished any of the stories about Baton Rouge.
That's what I was hearing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I have one about haunted Central Louisiana. The reason I bought it is it was $6, so I'm assuming it's a very thin book.
Or maybe it was just out of print. And
I hate to say it, it's when you go there and there's like the hauntings of Louisiana. It's like, they're not the same Arthur, but they have... Let me have my one Southern pronounced word. The Arthur.
The Arthur.
Anyway, you've seen these books. They're from all over the country, from all over the state. They all have like the same kind of gothic purpley blue cover of like a creepy angel statue in front of like a plantation house.
It's a type of book that you would expect to be written by AI if AI existed at the time of it being written.
Yes, but it's never written by the same person. They're just all published through the same company.
And they kind of have like the same vague. I think I have books like that where it's like the top UFO encounters of like the Southwest or some shit like that.
It's along those lines. But so the other name for Hotel Bentley is the Jewel of Central Louisiana.
That's a high bar right there.
It was built in 1907 by Joseph Bentley for about $700K. So understand, 1910 $700K,
which would be a couple million, I think.
Yeah. Now Bentley was originally from Pennsylvania and moved to Central Louisiana to make his fortune off of lumber, and he did. Like, if you watch LA 64, you're enjoying that beer's color and bubble.
It has residue at the bottom, I think. Because look.
Oh, so we had some fermentation in can.
Yeah, look, because it's...
Oh, I can see the yeast, yeah.
And it smells yeasty.
Good on you, Huckleberry Brewing. But, so something...
That might be where the sweetness is coming from, because it still has a little bit of the yeastiness.
But if you watch LA 64, which I did this before watching the series, and they talk about the hotel a little bit on that. They've done Rapides, and then they've done like pretty much Caddo almost all the way down to Calcasieu. And all that area of Louisiana was not farming. There was not like a ton of cotton farming and plantation stuff, especially of course not post-Civil War, but that is one of the areas that produced most of the longleaf pine used to build buildings in the late 18 and early 1900s. The pine that actually is considered a hardwood because it's old growth with tight rings, unlike what we get today where you might have like an 1/8 or a 1/16 of an inch between rings.
Okay. So,
like
shit that actually held up.
Not
the trees that explode during the winter.
Oh, they would have then too, but
it never got that cold.
No, it might have. It's just I wasn't there to see it.
True.
Now, he came down to make his fortune off of that in the late 18, early 1900s. He built the hotel because he was refused a room in the Ice House Hotel, so he built his own. He's like, fuck you guys, I'm going to build my own if you're not going to give me a room. Because apparently he got real successful and did a lot and brought in technology to cut trees. And other people are like, oh yeah, you're doing this. We use actual labor. And then this dude starts making money because he's able to cut more and sell it for cheaper because he has a larger supply. And then they make less because he has a larger supply and drop prices.
Right.
So some people didn't like him and they wouldn't let him stay in the hotel. So he said, fuck you, I'm going to build my own.
So they were trying to muscle him out of town. And he's just like, I'll make my own hotel with blackjacks and hookers. And
forget the blackjack and the hookers. I'm just going to build my own hotel. Which, before I get back to this, something that I might need to remember, because with this brewery being down there and a haunted hotel being down there, it puts it into something that we might go visit. But also there is the Lumber Museum of Louisiana, and you get to ride a train through like a 30 or 40 acres of what's left of what was a massive sawmill facility outside of Alexandria.
Okay. So, very standard for us to go to a haunted hotel and like a brew pub or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would go to the train. Yeah.
You get to ride a train and look at giant log cutting equipment and go through why it works for me, the giant wood shop.
Yeah. But also just, you get to ride a train. You just got me on riding a train.
I've hit all of our tisms. Now, at the time, there were four sawmills near Alexandria, and it produced the majority of the lumber in the state and was one of the largest producers in the country. It was modeled after the Capitol Hotel in Little Rock. And it was designed by architect George R. Mann with two N's. He designed the Fordyce Bathhouse and worked on the Arlington Hotel in Hot Springs. So we have seen his work. We have been in some of his work. Not the Quo-Bob, but the Fordyce, so the tourist center.
Yeah.
The original building was 6 stories on top of a raised half basement, taking up an entire block of DeSoto Street. The building is mostly made of yellow stone with Bedford limestone window frames and decorative elements.
So we would be able to see this from a good bit away.
Yeah, you notice it from I-55, or sorry, not I-55, is it I-47 that goes through Alexandria?
The one that goes through Alexandria
all the way down to Lafayette. Connect Shreveport to Lafayette.
I can't picture the building, but I know what highway you're talking about.
So you notice it because it's when the addition is made, it left the building with a very weird shape. The original interior surface of the dome was painted by a Romanian immigrant, Herman Sachs.
I mean, that's a silly name, but why did Sachs why does that?
I'm sorry, the name was on there because he painted a bunch of cartouches and swags imagery that added an imperial flavor to the lobby. Like, he gave a very European paint job to the inside of the dome, and also his name is
Sachs.
Herman Sachs.
Herman Sachs.
I'm sorry, I'm childish.
Is it Herman Sachs?
It's Herman Sachs, but my brain, when I first read it,
Herman Sachs,
because it was like her with dash, and then the next line was Man Sachs.
Herman Sachs. Okay,
that's a good way to refer to. That's how my wife refers to me.
Herman Sachs.
No,
because it just flops around. You know what I mean?
The entry has 7-story tall limestone pillars, giving the building a French Renaissance look. So they go all the way from the half basement level to the top.
Okay.
Giving it 7 while the building's technically only...
Yeah, so
6.
It has a half basement.
It has a half basement. It's elevated. The dome surface was repainted in 1990 with a pastoral scene by artist Nicholas Crowell of New Orleans to link it to the natural landscape of Central Louisiana. So got rid of like all the imperial European grandeurs. Like, do you like ducks? We really like ducks.
Who doesn't like ducks?
There was a fish pond / fountain in the lobby. Now it's just a regular fountain. For a while, one of the owners kept bass. Just there's not a
no. It's not basses.
It's just
bass.
It's bass.
Yeah.
It's not asses. It doesn't pluralize like that. But no, so he had bass in the fountain.
So like largemouth bass.
Yeah, kept them in the fountain in the lobby. One of the owners did that.
I could see someone just going in there, scooping them out.
Someone tried. You know they did.
Yeah. It's like, do you think someone does that at the Bass Pro Shop? Because, they have like the tanks with like all the fishes in it.
You get stopped real quick.
I would imagine so, but that doesn't.
Because that's like, it's a big ass aquarium that's very visible, but like the Memphis one where there's 4 ponds.
Yeah, like that one actually has
sturgeon and alligator gar and like 6-foot long catfish.
And if someone tried to take one of them,
someone kept talking about how big the gators were when Jed and I went through there, and we're going, they 3-4 feet. Like they're
yeah.
not they're dangerous, but they're not deadly yet. But someone's like from up north, oh yeah, look at those giant lizards there. Look at those alligators, they're huge. They'll take your hand right off. And I'm like, that's a baby. That one's still cute. That one is still cute.
Like, I mean, that's the kind of one that, like, you know, you don't want to, like, hurt an animal in the wild, but if one that size were to, like, buck at you, you could confidently
probably lose a finger in the process, but it's probably not going to kill you.
Yeah, it's not going to kill you. You could probably buck it pretty easy. You're not talking about, like, the big boys.
Once they're 6 foot, if they get close to humans, it's extermination.
Yeah, they're like, your life is on.
Remember when that 13-foot one went down the bayou over by the college, and they had to take it out because it did attack a couple things? It was also sick. I think probably the reason it was coming where we were is because there was less stuff that could attack it, but it was like a 13-foot alligator that was kind of jacked up, and animal control had to come out and
that's crazy
take care of it because it was in the area where the ski team for ULM skis. Like, it was.
Everyone talks about Florida gators. No one talks about our LA gators.
Ours were well behaved.
That's true. Like that, you see the videos of like Florida gators going over the golf course, which I support. Gators fucking up golf courses, to be clear. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah, bottom of that can does have.
It has a little bit of.
Smells like a toasted biscuit.
Yeah, it smells good.
Now, so they had the bass in the pond. The lobby has marble pillars, stone tiled floors, and a large staircase that went to the second floor. One tile is the wrong color. One little 1-inch tile is the wrong color, and the owner had that done on purpose.
Just to fuck with people, or
to make people go look for it. Like, if you can find this tile, I'll get you a drink.
Oh, so it's not even like in plain sight, really?
No, it's in the floor somewhere, but it's like even the employees can't always tell you 100% where it is because it's one little like 1-inch tile that's like green or something like that instead of blue.
So like, are we talking about like the micro tiles that they
not like
a bathroom, right?
No, talking about like a 1 by 1-inch tile, but it's kind of like how, like, if you ever look at the bottom of a swimming pool,
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then one is misplaced, it's enough to piss you off. He did it on purpose, apparently.
So we got ourselves a troll here.
Well, it also meant you were looking all over his lobby for it, and then if he got you a drink, you're more than likely going to sit down and also want to eat.
That's fair. That's business right there.
Now, this gave the hotel a look of opulence and high end beyond the city it was in. It officially opened. No, it's on their website. It's like this hotel is way classier than the town it's in. Well, think about the
this looks a lot better than this fucking bum ass town, Alexandria.
Okay, think about downtown where the hotel used to be that they tore down back when we were in high school. When I was in high school.
Why you gotta be like that?
Because I'm older than you. Like,
I only went to like half a semester in high school. Thank you very much. I was in high school, technically.
I was saying, because I was
as a freshman.
I was like, hold on. You would have been... I graduated before you got into high school. Because you were in the same class as my sister.
You're right, because I got held back.
Yeah. So there used to be a hotel over there near where Poppy Locos is, and where Goosehead Jed's office is, where Two Dudes Barbecue used to be. So you know, like how you park on that concrete pad, and then there's like a big square of dirt.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So you know that big like 14-story hotel that we used to have down there that they tore down.
Back when the house was pink and everything.
No, the house, the pink house is still there.
No, I'm saying back when that house
was still pink.
Yeah. It was in that vicinity.
So like 20 something years ago, that's actually the hotel my grandfather stayed in before he brought the family from New Orleans to Monroe to work or when he was working the switch yard there. But that hotel was described the same way. Like, it was fancier than anyone thought Monroe deserved, because it still probably would be like Hotel Monroe is that opened up where in the old poolside building that I used to work in. People are saying it's too fancy for Monroe, West Monroe.
I actually know. Well, you might know him. I'll beep out his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he worked as a. I don't know if he still works there, but he worked as a head chef or a chef there
At Hotel Monroe?
Yeah.
The only problem is run by Mike Eccles. Let me rephrase that. It's owned by
I
Mike
mean,
Eccles.
that any time old money is involved, it's.
Well, no, he's the one that replaced Mr. J, who owned Southern Hardware and Poolside, as a city councilman, and now he's a state representative. And he's probably going to try to run in 28 for state or federal level.
Oh, that's great.
He's probably going to run for Letlow's seat in 28. He might be running for it now because Letlow's running for Senate.
I mean, we don't know yet because our dumbass government is.
We do not know.
gerrymandering.
We do not know who's running for House yet.
Yeah. And I was pissed because I wanted to vote for Conrad, but you know.
Same. I kind of, and this might get cut out, but I kind of dig that Jesse Davies is a Democrat farmer and Conrad is a Democrat farmer. So the people running against them can't throw out like, you're a big city liberal, you don't know how we live kind of crap, especially when the people who are running against them live in big houses in big cities for the state.
Well, the thing is, I mean, the whole projection of like big city liberal versus small town country conservative has always been somewhat speculative.
It's always been disingenuous.
Yeah.
So back to this, so we don't turn into us grumbling about politics. So it became the luxury center of the region. It officially opened in 1908. It was considered modern for the time because they had multiple bathrooms on each floor and wash basins in each room. So we're still early 1900s. We're still not dealing with private bathrooms initially.
It's like on the cusp of having more. Wait, 1907, would that be widespread electricity?
Electricity would be around. So it did have electricity. What I'm saying is like, you didn't have a private bathroom, but there might be there'd be multiple men's and women's bathrooms, like
okay,
tubs.
so it had like actual plumbing, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like
there was like
private.
There was like a communal bathroom with private stalls.
Okay.
I said that it became all known about luxury. This was helped that it was across the street from City Hall, the then City Hall, which has now been demolished. The new one's not far from it, but this was at the center of Alexandria.
Which probably helped.
Very much so. In 1933, he added a massive 80-room, 8-story wing along 3rd Street, which means the whole building has this very like governmental look, and then just on one end it has a tower like for like 2-3 more stories.
That's why you said okay. So it's like one of those additions where it's like
it doesn't stand out. It still follows the same architecture, but when you drive by, you'll see like this building, and then all of a sudden, kaboom, like added onto the back of it. So it's kind of weird, but it still matches.
right.
But it's definitely one of those of, well, that's kind of odd.
It's like, why'd they design it like that? And then you realize
He probably thought he was going to add another tower to mirror it later. That's what I
to have like an H situation, or
kind of like a U.
Or a U. U is a better one. I don't know why I said H.
Now, he put his personal apartment on the top floor and had a private elevator to his suite. Both are still in use today. Now, during World War II, Patton, Eisenhower, and Bradley stayed at the hotel while overseeing troop training for the war before deployment. I didn't realize how widespread World War II training was in the state, but from Shreveport to Alexandria and down to Fort Polk, well, Fort Johnson / Fort Polk, they just did everything. Like, they practiced air raid bombings on bridges. So people would say, all right, at 6 o'clock, you cannot drive across the Red River. The bridge is going to be hit with about 285 pounds of flour. So they did targeting practice on how to blow up bridges in Germany by dropping giant sacks of flour that if you were unfortunately there when it hit, you would be dead. You'd be killed by it.
Yeah. Or your car would be completely fucked.
It'd be baboozled.
Yeah, you'd be floured.
Yep. So they stayed in the hotel while overseeing troop training for the war. The hotel remained popular in the 1950s, but lost a lot of popularity in the 60s due to not getting a lot of updates. It's kind of like when you went to the Arlington. At one time, that was extremely fancy, and it still is amazing to look at.
It's a nice looking building. Inside is nice. It's musty.
It's old.
It's old.
It's old. It hasn't. Like, it went through a period of I don't need to update it because why would I need to? It's kind of like also at Hot Springs across the street. There's that apartment complex and that building built in the 50s that in the 50s probably looked really
nice.
awesome, but it still has the 50s, like you roll it and all the windows open like.
Yeah. I think they're actually it's been a year since I've been there, but I think they're renovating it because they did have a fire when we went there in that building.
Across the street from Arlington?
Yeah, because remember we were talking about that.
That's right.
When we were walking with Jed and Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
And then, when I went there with Ruby, they were doing a whole bunch of stuff there.
And also the Arlington's now being updated with outside money, but it's like, It's one of those that in the 50s and 60s, like I said, it lost its popularity because it hadn't been updated in about 30 years. And what was once luxurious then was
kind of
commonplace. Like by the 60s, not having a bathroom in your hotel room
was, yeah.
You'd probably be used to it, especially like the older folks, like parents would have probably been used to it because that's how everything was when they were growing up. But like younger couples would be like, hey,
what the fuck?
I don't want to walk down the hallway to take a shit and get locked out of my room while I was taking a shit. Or I went down there and I'm coming back with just a towel on because I'm a dude in the 1950s that has no idea of what is acceptable in public spaces. And now I'm locked out of my room holding only a towel.
Oh, so they had
the shower rooms and the toilets were in a separate place.
No, I mean, did they have they didn't? I figured they would just have normal keys.
Yeah, they have normal keys, but you might forget your key.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
I'm thinking they might have accidentally had, or might have had the cards, but the 1960s.
But also, the other thing is Alexandria never has been a tourist destination. Much like where we live has never been a tourist destination. Therefore, the hotel became very much, just there.
Right.
And the logging industry kind of started to dry up. So people coming in and staying there to do business with the companies that were cutting down trees and everything I don't need to stay at the luxurious hotel. There's a hotel or there's a Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
There's a Motel 6. I'm only going to be there 2 days. I just need a place to shit, shower, and sleep.
Do you think he,
he also died.
Yeah, I mean, he's dead by this point, but do you think at some point he's once this town really gets going, there's gonna be people pouring in?
Yeah, he felt that way about it.
Yeah.
Now, the hotel then closed and was abandoned. In 1979, it was added to the list of National Historic Landmark Registry.
So it couldn't be destroyed, okay.
Mm-hmm. In the 1980s, Buddy Tudor, a local developer, purchased and renovated the shuttered hotel. He's the one who put bass in the fountain. And in the 1990s, he sold it to the New Orleans Hotel Group, who then sold it to Bob Dean. He closed the hotel in 2004. In 2012, Michael Jenkins, they sold it in 2012 to Michael Jenkins to renovate and reopen Hotel Bentley with luxury private residential units, a 93 hotel, meeting rooms, and restaurant. So the tower are now condos that you can buy.
Oh, so it went from
the tower you can, but the hotel still operates as a hotel. He sold the hotel to Hotel Bentley LLC in 2013. He was the head of the LLC. This was to get around some taxes.
Of course.
So that is the hotel itself. It also, for a while, was used as offices for the local government. Like when they tore down the Capitol building, they moved offices into it. And some of the space in the hotel is still governmental offices. Not any that you would ever go to, but like this is where the office worker for the clerk of court's at.
So it actually like kind of assimilated in the town like that.
Yeah,
that's interesting. That's actually pretty cool. Like I like little like quirks like that in the town.
Now, famous guests: George Patton, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Omar Bradley, John Wayne, Cary Grant, Roy Rogers, and the infamous Henry Kissinger. He can get fucked, and
he's looking up at us like
he's in hell. Finally, he's in hell.
We can toast to that because we have this other beer here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do Sambar Blonde. You know what? I like the can for this one more.
Yeah, this is nice. Let's see what the color looks like.
It's got a nice straw hat on it.
We're kind of doing a pseudo brouhaha here.
Well, I mean, like I said, we should probably grab some of these and throw them in the back of the fridge and leave them till the next one we do.
Yeah, or second to next, whichever one comes first.
Oh, hello. Oh, damn, that's...
Yeah, that's good.
Oh.
And it has that... I'm pretty sure the sweetness I tasted, was the yeast, because this has a similar yeastiness about it.
That's nice.
And look, it's actually even kind of cloudy, so... Let's see.
Well, a lot of microbrews and homebrews are...
Yeah, they're cloudy, and they have sort of a yeast quality about it.
This one at least forms a little bit of a head, which is also my problem with a lot of homebrews. They don't really foam. They're not flat, but they're not as carbonated.
Well, it's always been harder for us to get the carbonation right.
Well, I mean, we also make beer at home when we make beer, which also we got a lot of mead. Anyway, let's talk about the ghost, because again, as I've said in many episodes, ostensibly...
We are a ghost podcast.
We're a ghost podcast. So, let's get the general out the way. Voices, smells, cold spots, shadows, footsteps, orbs, EVPs, doors opening and closing, lights flickering, sinks on and off, toilets flushing, showers turning on. Some people have reported seeing Patton and Eisenhower making plans in a room, and then they disappear. And this is a room that used to be attached to the bar.
Isn't No, I'm thinking of a different president. My bad.
No, Patton died before the end of World War II. Eisenhower has been dead for a minute because he was the president before Kennedy. He was the president in the 50s.
Well, no, I know in, what was it? Is it Lafitte in Exile, or one of the places there's... Oh, shoot. My brain is like...
Dude, it has been 2 years since you made that episode.
Well, no, it is... It's the Absinthe Bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I can't
And we haven't done the Absinthe Bar
The Battle
yet.
of New Orleans.
You're talking about Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson. Holy fuck, my brain.
Dude, that is like, that's a century before Eisenhower.
Like, I was just thinking of seeing dead presidents in weird places, okay?
Like, Jackson died like 50, 60 years
like, okay, so my brain was like...
Before Eisenhower was born.
You said Eisenhower might be seen, and my brain immediately went to New Orleans. It's like, there's a place where a president is seen.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't... And then I was like, oh, it's an earlier president.
Right.
And then my brain is like, you're not going to remember that president. He's an asshole. But you're not going to remember him.
Your brain just shut off. Now, the only reason I mentioned Eisenhower and Patton is because a lot of people have said they've seen them, but they're not one of the three regular scene-named haunts. Now, let's go over some things. I'm going to go ahead and throw out there toilets flushing, the sinks turning on and off, because it happened when I was in the Arlington. It's old plumbing, water pressure on an old valve moves it. So the showers, the sinks, and the toilets all flushing, that can just be pressure going through the pipes. Because, like, at my school... and we're still trying to find the contractor that the district hired for this, in the teacher's bathroom in the science building, if you flush one of the toilets, the opposite toilet, the opposite teacher's restroom, so like the women's, will gurgle when you flush the men's. And if the women's flushes, it will gurgle
Okay,
the
so
men's.
it's like, it's just like a pressure thing. Yeah.
Which I'm going to get moved to a new room next year, so I'm going to lose my private lockable bathroom. Well, I take that back. We have them in the teacher's lounge, but the teacher's lounge in the main building, the AC doesn't work, so that room's always like armpit warm.
Right.
So I guess that's like when you take a quick dookie.
Okay.
So let's go through the. Let's go.
Just to get what you're saying though is that it's like what you're saying is like a lot of the toilets flushing, quote unquote, is just
Right.
like water pressure.
Now, doors opening and closing. I saw some TikTok videos. If you've seen it in my house, if one of my doors is slightly.
It's air pressure, yeah.
It's air pressure that moves it, but some of the videos I saw, no other door was being closed or anything like that, and a hotel, unoccupied hotel room's door swings wide open, stays that way for a minute, and then closes and latches. And I'm like, okay, that's weird.
That's weird. I mean, it's a TikTok video, so, you know, it's suspicious.
It's sus, but I've also seen some shorts, and I've seen YouTube videos, and people have posted their evidence because people go to this place all the time because it's easy to access.
Right. And I'm assuming if people go there all the time, people like the owners are
Right.
kind of like,
And they don't super promote the ghost stuff.
they're just like, yeah, you have fun.
Well, they'll tell you it's more like a fun story. Like if you ask, like they don't tell you the hotel's haunted, be like, oh, yeah, we got a hotel ghost, which that's like every hotel or theater has like a fun ghost story. Orbs, we always call orbs bullshit. Voices and footsteps, there's some stuff with that I saw that's kind of tricky, but also there's some of that of sound carries really weird from an open second, like a 2-story lobby will echo and do weird acoustics down a hallway and stuff. Also, like when, again, staying at the Arlington, someone could have been 30 feet down the hallway, but it sounded like they were outside my door. So some of that is like your general whatever. Again, you and I both give cold spots a more credence, especially with where we live.
Like I wanted to get back to what you're saying with like the toilets flushing and everything. I think like when it comes to, especially like when it comes to the old houses, it's like 95% of like the weird shit you hear.
Like you wish it was a ghost. You really wish it was a ghost because now it's something you got to fix.
Yeah. Because it's like
bane
if
of
you hear
homeowners.
creaking.
Like, oh shit, is it?
Yeah, or if you hear rattling, especially, it's like, oh, is that someone walking on the second floor? It's like, no, that's a pipe. That's
Damn it.
Yeah.
So just getting those out of the way now. Let's go through some of the named spirits. You got Joseph Bentley himself.
Okay, so Bentley decided to stay.
Yeah. From the hotel's construction until he died in the 1930s, he lived on site. He has been seen as a full-body apparition in the lobby, the third floor, and multiple people have seen him in the large mirror at the bar because he would always, every evening, he ate at the restaurant and went to the bar. He was visible in his property. He was it's like Walt walking around Disneyland when he was still alive, that you could just randomly run into Walt frickin' Disney. And Walt Disney even slept in an apartment in the park. Like he had, above the firehouse. So the thing that's also weird, he's seen during the day. He's not just seen at night. It's not just like a spooky, creepy thing at night. People have seen a man matching his description, looking just like the painting of him in the place, walking through the lobby at like 3 p.m. And then he vanishes. I got a feeling he popped up a lot when there were bass in his fucking fountain. Like, I bet that made him mad.
It's like, what the fuck is this?
You do realize this is marble, you piece of shit, right? Like,
it's shitting on it. It's shitting on the marble.
The next is the falling girl.
Okay, so this is your basic.
Now, this is documented. There was a death in the hotel. A girl fell down the elevator shaft to her death in the 1930s.
Now, was it like accidental or?
The doors opened. She wasn't paying attention. The elevator was not there. She walked in and...
Wow, that sucks.
It's sad.
I don't like the way I said that.
It sucks. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm over here as a father. Chris? Yeah.
Oh, that's just...
if you went...
Just some bad luck.
If anything happened, like, that sucks, bad luck, buddy, I would punch you square in the face.
Like... We're sitting there. This happens to Jed, and I'm like, "Oh, that sucks."
I'm glad you went with that because I mean, one, that would be I'd be fighting someone at the hotel for Jed.
Oh yeah, obviously. I'm saying
the way you're doing is like your niece loves you so much.
I would not. There is a reason why I switched out my niece for Jed.
That's still Jed's gonna hear this podcast and be like, "I gotta go kick Chris's ass."
No, he would agree with me. He'd be like, "That's fine."
Yeah. But probably not. He'd be like, don't you fuck around with my daughter. Like, no, I don't know. But people have reported a girl scream in the elevator shaft sounding like it passes through the elevator. So all of a sudden you're just standing in the elevator and you're, ah! And it like fades in, fades out.
Doppler effect.
You're like, that was a good pause. That was like,
yeah, I don't know if it got
picked up.
Clue.
You got to like edit in thunder there if it doesn't. Reports of a girl walking through closed elevator doors has been reported as well. People have reported their tugs on their shirt sleeves and pants to get their attention, as if from a child that was about the age of 7.
Okay, so yeah, I see why you're mad at me now because I thought the falling girl was like
a teenager. No,
yeah. Now I feel bad about my jokes.
Okay, sometimes she will appear in the elevator with you, asking for help to find her mother.
No, I don't like that.
I hate that one. Like, I hope that that's just people being like dicks and trying to make like a creepypasta thing.
No, I don't want that.
Can you help me find my mummy?
It's like, nah.
This is how Hewitt dies. It's the baby ghost. Next is the falling man. A lot of falling.
A lot of falling, yeah.
Now, in the 1980s renovation, a man fell off the main stairwell and landed on his head, breaking his neck. Again, documented listed death during the renovation.
And unlike a lot of places, they didn't try to like sensationalize it. It's just like,
no, this is a dude. He was working on the stairs. He didn't follow OSHA. He fell and broke his neck.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stories when it comes to ghost stories, and this kind of goes into what you were saying about the hotel. They don't really advertise the ghost stories.
I did find the man's name. I'm not going to say it because this happened in the 80s. There is still living family.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of the reason why I don't dig a lot of true crime is because there are people still alive connected to it. And it seems, it's like, I don't really want to talk about somebody's dad or grandpa.
Or it's like ghost hunters going to the house where, what's her name? Roman Polanski's wife was killed by the Manson family.
Oh, that house is actually gone. They went to a mansion down the street. I showed that episode in school.
Really?
Because almost all of Ghost Hunters is now on YouTube. Because I don't think Pilgrim Entertainment exists anymore. I think all the rights might have.
So the DVDs I have are like.
No, they're not. I mean,
they're artifacts.
Yeah, they're artifacts. Some said he was drunk on the job. Some said that he just slipped and fell. He has been seen falling off the stairs and vanishing before he hit, but you can still hear the sound of a body striking the tile floor.
That's actually kind of unsettling.
I'd rather see it happen than like see someone fade out and yet you still hear it. It's like, did I just get like 4 Kids edited? Did I just get like 4 Kids anime edited?
It's just like
they just put a potted plant in front of where he hits so you don't see it happen.
I mean, it's one thing. Like it's unsettling in the sense that it's like you're seeing initially someone falling and then they just disappear, but you hear the crunch and you're like, am I just like imagining things? But it would still be very...
Did that gummy that... If you did the TikTok meme of like putting 4 of them in your mouth and like, now let's go on the Tractor Supply.
Oh, God.
No, dude. I've laughed at some of those. Like, 'cause some of them are totally fake because it's like someone puts like a handful of Jolly Ranchers in their mouth. But there's one dude who did it and he went in the Tractor Supply. He left with $200 worth of chicks. Like, he bought every chicken.
Oh, no. That's a lot of... Okay, $200 worth of chickens
It's
more than just $200 worth of chickens.
I think they might have given him the tub the chickens were in. But, like, he was a farmer.
Oh,
so, like,
okay,
it wasn't like he bought 200. It wouldn't be like me buying $200 worth of baby chicks and quail and just showing back up to the house to Emily.
Remember when that quail was in your yard?
Yeah, that was weird, man. It did belong to the people down the way.
That's good.
Now, let's talk about the hotel today. It's got 93 rooms in the original section of the hotel, 21 luxury condos, the Bentley room, which is a restaurant that opens for brunch and dinner, the Mirror Room Tapas Lounge, which is where I want to eat if we stay here.
I mean, you're already making it sound like we're going to be staying here.
Look, dude, we have one trip maybe to Shreveport planned before the end of this year. We might do this next year. I want us to actually go out and
do things. Yeah.
Do things. Diamond Grill Seafood and Steakhouse. They offer rooms for conferences and weddings. They also at one point did host a small anime convention. Basic standard amenities. Website brags about TV sizes and free internet.
Oh yeah, that's what people are looking for this day and age. I mean, I'm not going to shit on it. I'm not going to shit it. That's being mean.
The lobby has a small Louisiana World War II history museum. It's not big. It's free, and it's like maybe the size of like my kitchen living room in this room. Like,
is it one of those things?
It's like it's a corner of the lobby.
So is it like one of those things where it's like we have this bayonet, and that is like the main focus?
No, like they got uniforms, they got information, they got plaques, they have video.
Okay, yeah. So it's just like basic stuff that they have.
It's a really nice small town museum, which again, to plug LA 64 for the third time this episode, a lot of little towns across parishes, like this parish seat will have like a little museum, and a lot of them have taken state funds that they were given under the previous governor. God bless you, John Bell. For some things.
Some things.
Some things.
Conditional
blessing.
Yeah.
For John Bell Edwards. But made educational centers that are like pretty interactive and have pretty decent things. Like there's one in Jefferson Parish in Lafitte that has like animatronic puppets telling you the story of Jean Lafitte.
That's fucking awesome.
We kind of got to go because it's like also nightmare fuel on the puppets. Like they're
okay, but they're trying.
No. It's not that they're ugly bad. It's that they are very good quality.
But they're Uncanny Valley.
It's not Uncanny Valley. It's like really jacked up looking puppets.
Is it Five Nights at Freddy's?
Almost.
Okay.
Think Crank Yankers, but made out of wood.
Okay. Well, you know what? I enjoy that more than whatever the fuck our current governor is doing.
You mean getting kicked out of Greenland and go, hey kid, you want some candy? No. Do you want a picture? No. Go away, creepy man. You're like the same size as me, and I'm 6. No, the other thing is that the building does, like I said earlier, houses some of the local government and has office rental spaces on the first floor and in the half basement. And much because it is a hotel, welcome to TripAdvisor.
Okay. I was wondering if we were going to get here.
Dude, there's like, it is a joy for me on some of these that I did research on almost 8 months ago to find, oh yeah, I left myself a little gift because here's some TripAdvisor comments. So beautiful rooms, old 1920s charm, loved it, 5 stars. It was all right, but way too expensive, 2 stars. Rundown, old, smells funny, also kind of racist, 1 star.
The building's racist.
I don't know. They just said kind of racist. And I'm like,
they just walk in and the building's just shouting slurs. You know,
for the price I expected more services. 1 star. Why were the waiters all black and wearing white gloves and sound like they were trapped by some Jim Crow manager? 1 star.
What? Wait.
Have you ever been to the Lotus Club here in Monroe?
No.
It's a white glove service restaurant at the top of Vantage Tower. It is a old club restaurant. Like, you have to pay to go eat there. I've eaten there once. I was made incredibly uncomfortable because all the waiters were like 50 or 60. They were all African American, and they were all wearing white shirts, black vests, white gloves, and a whole lot of yes sir and no sir. I'm like, okay, this food is like, that club sandwich that you got me, sir, is very lovely. Like, to the person that took me there, but at the same time, I'm like,
I'm going to like hope and pray these men and women that have to do this are paid very well.
Well, here's the thing.
Because you said they're in like their 50s or 60s.
That was at the Lotus Club. I have no clue. Like, it very much harkened to a past era, and it was not like my mother was just enjoying it, and I'm visibly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But like with this, I went and looked. The wait staff is not at the steakhouse is not all one ethnicity, but it is.
I mean,
it is white glove service, which is supposed to denote luxury because the white gloves are supposed to always be clean. It's dying a slow death for like the 3rd time, 2 star. Like, if it was in New Orleans, it would be better, but Alexandria is just not great. 2 star. Jizz on my pillow, 1 star.
Wait, how do you... I mean, they're staying on the pillow, one thing, but that's a very specific substance you're pointing out. It could be anything.
Now, also, some of these are from the 2004s when the hotel got closed again. I loved how all the waiters were in suits and had gloves and spoke so respectfully to everybody. 5 star. I feel like she's the one that talked about the ambiance at Lloyd Plantation. My toilet backed up and poop got all over my stuff in the bathroom. 1 star.
Why is your stuff on the floor?
I'm also pretty sure they clogged the fucking toilet. Like, I don't think poop backed up from the septic tank. I think this is somebody that got drunk, clogged the toilet,
and then blame.
And then wanted to, like...
I mean, to be fair, old plumbing, but like that, there's like not a lot you can do with old plumbing. I mean, I guess there is a lot you could do, but I'm just saying that I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, this is found a dead cat in the closet. 1 star. Stayed in 2003.
I mean, the cat.
I feel like that one's a lie, but it made me laugh. My wife and I had a great time. We had our surprise baby because of this place. 5 star.
Hey, marking the occasion, I guess.
Homeless man took a dump in the planter in the lobby and no one did a goddamn thing. 1 star.
Okay, but like, would you approach someone taking a dump in a...
Dude, imagine you're a part-time worker. This is your 2nd job, right? Or you're a teenager, and you just watch a dude take a grizzly in the planter.
I would just be like, nah, you know what?
I feel like I'd be over there going, like, I'm a 41, I'd be like, the fuck's happening here? Like, I don't know if I probably would yell at him, but I mean, if he's already started, I'm not going to, because then I got to clean shit off the floor. Now it's just fertilizer in the planter.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm not gonna fucking approach that, and afterwards, I'll let someone get a hose and whatever.
Okay, so the next one was, had a wonderful time, the museum was great, the food is great, not the best location, 4 star. Decent price for old school luxury, 3 star. My car got broken into, 1 star. Fuck you, Alexandria.
Well, that's not the hotel's problem.
No, it's
but
not.
I mean, I guess it is in Alexandria.
I mean, that's like if you stay in some of the hotels here.
True.
Media. The beautiful haunted hotel Bentley in Alexandria, 2020 documentary, Ghost Hunters, Season 7, Episode 1. Author Michael D. Wynn's new book, Haunted Central Louisiana, which is the one I just bought. My sources: visit hotelbentley.com, room77.com, TripAdvisor, 64parishes.org, Wikipedia for the construction, 99ktdy.com, Hotel Bentley, onlyinyourstate.com, hauntedhotels.com.
Well, Hewitt, I love hearing about places we need to visit, and this is definitely going to be on the list.
You're
places.
Like, jizz pillows, I'm in.
It was probably just like slobber or something.
It was probably because they also said, they were using a black light pen.
Oh, yeah. So that, any sort of fluid
is gone too. Like, my thing is do I expect this to be the best place to stay?
No. But
is it going to be overpriced, but it's like you're paying for old school luxury? Yeah. Would I like to stay there because it's haunted and we could be silly and then also hit a brewery and do something dumb in Alexandria?
Get on a train.
Go down and go to like a little bit south and go on a train? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would love to do that. Honestly, I would just love to do that because like it would just give us an excuse to get out of town.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are Backwoods Obscura. We release every Tuesday. We're also Brouhaha, which releases every month. And we do Team Bonus Action.
Team Bonus Action is a group of friends who like to play D&D and other games online and work with charity. Currently, Backwoods Obscura. Chris is going to leave that in because I just flubbed so bad. Currently, Team Bonus Action is promoting the ACLU and the Trevor Project. So if you can donate to those, we'd greatly appreciate it. Catch us on Sundays. By the time this episode posts, we should have the first episode of Nace's game.
Where I play a satyr monk.
And I'm completely forgetting the name of the campaign because we've only had one game.
We've only had one game so far. It's okay. It's okay. Just join us.
Check
and
it
have
out.
Fun.
Check it out. It's fun. We're having a good time. I'm playing a man whore of a goblin cleric.
But yeah,
we are such a weird party.
I think that's just D&D now. We just continuously make weirder and weirder characters. But anyway, we are. Wait. God damn it! You're infecting me.
Oh no!
Have a good day or night or whatever time it is over there.
Yeah, go ahead. We end before we keep flubbing more.
My brain.